Welcome to today's video. In this video, I'm going to continue looking at Cartesian plane, and in today's video, I'm going to look at joining different points on the Cartesian plane. So watch this video up to the end, as I'm going to show you how you can join points, different points on a Cartesian plane. With that being said, let's get into today's work. So let me start by stating that when joining different points on the Cartesian plane, you use a ruler. So when you're doing this task, you need to have a ruler with you. It's very important you don't use free hands when joining these points, as you cannot come up with a straight line. Okay. The other point is you follow the way ordered pairs are given or instruction given. So when you're joining, you need to pay attention to the instructions or the ordered pairs the way they are given. Okay, so that you start with, maybe when joining points, you start with the first point given going to the second point given, then you go until you finish the points given in that order. Remember, you should be using a ruler when drawing lines. When joining these points, you use a ruler. Okay, now let's see join points, different points on the Cartesian plane. So I'm going to demonstrate how you do this. So watch this video up to the end, as I'm going to show you how you can join different points. So on the grid, okay, let me just finish writing. Okay, so on the grid, plot these points: A, -2, -1, B, 2, 3, C, 4, 3, D, -1, -3. The instruction is join the points as follows: A to B, B to C, C to D, and D to A. Okay, so what you need to do first, you need to draw the Cartesian graph on the grid. So you need to draw the Cartesian plane on the grid. Okay, you need to draw the Cartesian plane on the grid. Okay, so if you don't know how to draw the Cartesian plane on the grid, we have a video specifically for that, but I'm also going to show you how you can draw in this video. But we have a video which just talked about drawing Cartesian plane on the grid. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to start by drawing the y and x axis, which is marked by 0 there, which is the origin, point of origin. Then you also need to indicate which one is x-axis and which one is a y-axis. Once you're done, you need to number the lines. You need to label the numbers on the x-axis and y-axis. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Okay. Once you're done, now you need to start plotting points on the Cartesian plane. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start plotting points, and I'll start with the first point given, which is A, which is -2, -1. So what they are meaning there is -2 is on the x-axis and -1 is on the y-axis. So I'm going to follow the line from -2 on the x-axis, and where it is going to meet the line from -1 on the y-axis. So this is what I'm talking about. I'm looking at that, the one I've underlined, that is point A, which is -2, -1. So to trace that, we are going to see that -2, -1 is here. Okay, so since it's there, as you can see the red dot on the grid there, below -2 on the x-axis, that is the point which is -2, -1. That's where the line from -2 is meeting the line from -1. The line from -2 on the x-axis is meeting the line from -1 on the y-axis. That is why I've put the dot there, the red dot. Next, I'm going to label it A. Okay, I'm going to label it A. Once I've labeled it A, then I'll go to point B, which is 2, 3. So 2 is for x-axis. So x-axis is, that's the line from x-axis, which is 2, and 3 is for y-axis. So where the line from 2 on the x-axis meeting the line from 3 on the y-axis is here, and I'm going to label it B there. Okay, now once I've found the point B, then I'm going to go to C. So C is 4, 3. So 4 on the x-axis is there, and 3 on the y-axis is there. So where these two lines are meeting, so it's there where I've put the dot. So as you can see, 3 is on top of, or the point I've put is on top of 4 and in the same line with 3. So that is where the point 4, 3 is, and I'm going to label it C. Okay, then I'm going to find the last coordinates, which is -1, -3, which is so -1 is for the x-axis and -3 is for y-axis. So where the line from -1 on the x-axis is meeting the line from -3 on the y-axis is here. Okay, it's here. Okay, where I've put the lead dot, the last lead dot, you see it below the -1 on the x-axis and on the same line with and it's beside the negative, it's beside the -3 on the y-axis. So now I've plotted and I'm going to name it D. So that is the last point D, which is -1, -3. Okay, now I'm done plotting points on the grid or on the Cartesian plane. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to join the lines. So to join the lines, we have got the instruction, which is join the points as follows. So A to B, that's the first one. Join the line A to B. So that's the one we're going to start with. We are not going to go to B to C. First, let's deal with A to B. So we're going to join the points A and B. So we'll start from A going to B. So I'm going to join that. Okay, once I've done that, then we're going to the next step, which is B to C. So I'm going to join B to C. Okay, then the next one is C to D. So I'm going to join C to D. Okay, and the last one, which is and D to A. So I'm going to join A to D to A. So I'm going to join like that. Okay, now I've joined the points on the Cartesian plane. I've joined the points on the Cartesian plane, and that's how you join the points. You need to use a ruler, and as you can see, we have come up with a shape. I don't know if that is the rectangle shape. I'm sure it is. The way I'm seeing it, it's a rectangle shape. So basically, this is how you join lines. Not join lines, you join points on the Cartesian plane. So after drawing them, you get a ruler, you just join the points. Whether I didn't follow the instructions, if I just draw them to join like that, it will still come up with as in a rectangle. But it's very important to follow the instructions, because in certain scenarios you are not going to join all the areas or all the points. I mean, you're not going to join all the points, you just join the specific points you are being told in the instructions. So you need to pay attention to the instruction. Don't just draw the lines, because some points you'll be given many coordinates, then you come up with maybe 3 or 4 shapes. So you need to follow instructions when you're joining points, because it's very important to follow that. That's how you can come up with maybe the shape the examiners are trying to ask you to form. So basically, this is how you join lines. Thank you so much for watching. It has been easy learning zed-Mathematics. The future is bright. See you in the next video. And if you have got questions, you can write them in the comment section. We'll be glad to respond to them. Otherwise, thank you so much. God bless you, and see you in the next video.